Let's return now to our lead story. And senators are looking at the possibility of a reenacted budget for next year after the House of Representatives suspended session earlier than expected. Let's hear more now from Senate Finance Committee Chairman Sonny Angara. He joins us tonight on The Final Word. Senator, thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Good evening, Rico. Good evening to all the viewers.
Senator, this is a budget for the Filipino people, and it is like no other because we are in challenging times. In your view, can it wait until November?
Well, you know, we have to respect what the House did, but I was hoping we could stick to the original schedule, which was they would pass it on third and final reading before we went on the break. So this is a new development that is a bit of a concern for us, and it's also a concern for most of my colleagues because the schedule is quite tight as it is, with around 4 weeks remaining in the session.
Right.
So we're a little concerned, and we're hoping that measures can be taken to kind of sure passage of the national budget.
It is a concern. It is a concern, Senator, because our kababayans really need this money during these unsettling times. A lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of businesses have closed shop because of this pandemic. So what do you think should be done, Senator? Do you support a special session for the discussion of this budget?
Absolutely. I think a special session is one way of giving more time to both houses to pass it under less pressure, and because I don't think my colleagues would be amenable to shortening the process, but in the process suffering losing the quality of the debate or the quality of their scrutiny over the budget. Because but they take this process very seriously, and you're 100% correct, Rico, when you say this is really important for our people, given the dire straits we are in, given the state of the economy.
Right.
The public spending is crucial more than ever.
And Senator, it is only President Duterte who can call for a special session. Do you think he will call for one?
I really have no idea, Rico. No, it depends on who advises him, and maybe it depends on his appreciation of the situation. So I don't want to preempt the chief executive on this one because I really don't know where he'll be coming from. No, but I would think both the executive and legislative would be wanting a swift passage of the budget and a timely passage of the national budget.
But don't you think, Senator, it's fair for the president to call for a special session? He has also even said that he wants the budget passed on time. And many, if not all, lawmakers like yourself are just staying home. No one will be traveling overseas because of the quarantine restrictions. Everyone can be in Zoom because this is the budget for the people.
That's correct, Rico. But we are. You have better attendance, actually. I think when physical attendance is not required. I think the challenge is for those defending the different departments because we're used to having all these resource persons at our disposal when we answer our colleagues' questions. But here, it's a bit of a challenge over Zoom when you don't have the resource persons beside you.
So let's say there is no special session with the House of Representatives suspending its session until November 16. If you will basically schedule everything, no, when you receive all the documents and start speaking to all of these agencies about this budget, when is a realistic timeline for a budget to be passed by the Senate on third and final reading by CAM and signed into law by the President?
Well, assuming the House will pass it on November 16 on third reading, it usually takes about a week to come up with a committee report for the Senate. So you're talking about November 23. You're talking about 3 weeks left for all those different stages. It's very, very tight, Rico.
And if it will take that long, are we likely to see then a reenacted budget in 2021? Because even Senate President Soto is saying that that might just be a reality.
Yes, I think he's correct in that respect. It's a very distinct possibility, Rico, that I think everyone involved is still trying to avert at this stage.
And of course, everyone is hoping that Senator Soto and Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano could get their minds together and hopefully have a special session and get this done before the before sessions resume again by mid-November.
Yeah, that would be one solution, Rico. No, and I think the two leaders, Senate President and Speaker, and the Speaker are speaking. We're speaking as of last night, and I think they're in touch. No, so hopefully they can come to an agreement on this.
Let's all hope that we get this budget passed, because it is for the people, and it is during, as you say, a time of dire straits. Thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word, Senator Sonny Angara.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Rico. Good evening.